Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special Wrestlemania Night 1 edition of the Tree of Woe Wrestling Podcast. I am the Black Patriot.
Hey, I'm Mark from MD, representing Cut My Music Wrestling Podcast. Check me out.
So, we're going to get right into the show. Wrestlemania Night 1. Some say it was the worst Wrestlemania Night 1 since the two Night Mania has been a thing. I agree that it was terrible. What you got on WrestleMania Night 1?
Everybody, it's a consensus. I don't think it's something. I think it's a consensus that WrestleMania Night 1. Now, if you talk about the overall, that's a different debate. But definitely Night 1 has been the worst. Yeah, the worst showing. Yeah, since they've been doing this two-night WrestleMania event. Like, this was terrible.
And everybody agrees.
Yeah, zero build to in a lot of these matches.
Zero story.
Zero story, and this thing just went by at a breakneck speed, and that is only because. Well, we're going to get into that later about why this thing went by so fast. But that's another thing people are talking about: how fast this thing is going, how fast it passed through.
It could be described as a glorified Raw or SmackDown.
That's everything that they
WrestleMania
put out.
Night 1.
That's everything they put out at this point. I mean, we might as well just get into it.
So,
it's terrible.
The show starts off with, in my opinion, the first nonsensical BS match. You get a 6-man tag between the Usos teaming with LA Knight versus Division teaming with I Show Speed. What you got on that? What you got on I Show Speed, man?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Logan Paul. I know a lot of people hate him, but this guy is a natural. He is a great athlete. You cannot say this guy cannot wrestle. You cannot say he doesn't have the look. And he has good character work. He just cannot play a face. He's just a natural heel. He's just one of those guys. People just love to hate him. For him to come in, I have to give that props. I Show Speed, another natural. He comes in. He looks clean. He looks good doing it. I have to give him props. My only issue is this is a pure gimmick match because they're giving these celebrities time that you can be given to a wrestler to help develop them into a star.
Absolutely.
And you're giving away this spot to this celebrity. So yeah, it just so happened that the celebrity happens to be somewhat decent, but still, it doesn't matter. They shouldn't even be there. Develop your people who are in-house, who are looking for an opportunity, who you're just who's on the chopping block. Give them some time for WrestleMania. Like, this stuff makes no sense.
And they need to also realize that as wrestling fans, we don't necessarily care about celebrities, or we don't necessarily want celebrities mixed with our wrestling. We want a good product. You don't have to throw a famous person or a YouTuber or influencer in my face to make me care about what you got going on if your product was good.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, man. It's just the product just it's just terrible. And once again,
LA Knight.
LA Knight. Thank you. I was just about to say that. LA Knight. Poor LA Knight. This man was I think they were setting it up for him to be beefing with Brock Lesnar then because he kidnapped Paul Heyman because he was doing the Vision stuff. And so it looked like him and Brock were going to go at it. They just completely switched that up and threw Brock and Ober together. So then they just threw LA Knight over here with the Usos.
LA Knight.
And they were just beefing. But now they're friends.
LA Knight supposed to be the megastar. Jay Uso supposed to be main event Jay Uso. They both opened in the show. They both curtain jerkers. Like, what's up with that, man? Like, how? Like, I don't want to be that guy, but how have the mighty fallen? LA Knight could have been the next guy. Jay was just the world heavyweight champion tapping out Gunther. Now look at them.
I think that they saw it's too much potential in LA Knight. LA Knight can potentially get bigger than the company. They don't want that anymore. It has to be Paul Levesque McMahon has to be the face of the company. It cannot be a wrestler anymore. And yes, and this is why you see him more than you see Roman. Or Cody even, when Cody was the champion. Now even when Roman was a champion, you still see more Hunter Hearst Helmsley. It's ridiculous.
They don't want anybody with who gets over organic, who the crowd just like, and that brings me to the next match and the next culprit.
Well, so hold on. So the Usos end up winning that match. The Usos end up winning, but Astro Speed did this ridiculous turn, which made no sense.
They turned on him.
The whole thing made no sense. Like this, even go. I cannot get over it. I'm sorry.
I didn't even care about this match because it was, to me, it just, to see where LA Knight is, to see where Jay is, interject part-timers and celebrities and make the show about the part-time. I just couldn't, that match was just, match took me out of it. And that's not good to start off the show with the first match already taking me out of the pay-per-view.
I think, once again, man, I think that I don't even want to even waste time on this whole thing with the whole Speed and all these other people. These spots can be given to people who are more deserving. They need to stop goofing off with LA Knight, and Jay Uso needs to stay with the Usos. He's not into anything beyond that. But yeah, next up, because we got the unsanctioned, then they threw in some more garbage with the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre.
Another match that kind of just rubbed me the wrong way, yo. And so you're 2 matches into the show, and I've been taken out of the show and rubbed the wrong way. I do not like this recurrent theme that Drew McIntyre can't win the big one, that Drew McIntyre always lose. I hate that. Drew McIntyre is one of my favorite wrestlers, and it's just really getting tiring.
Well,
just seeing him lose all the time.
Well, just to interject on that, Drew's going to have to leave to go take some. He's going to have to take some time off to go shoot Highlander, so he was going to lose this match, regardless. It was just going to happen.
Though.
But still, I get what you're saying. They were not.
Yeah, he could win and leave. Why not? He could get a W and leave.
Because that would devalue Jacob Fatu, because Jacob is staying. So if Drew has to leave and Jacob stays, then that's going to mess up Jacob. So it looks better for that race Drew out of the thing. Like, Jacob messes him up really bad, so Drew has to take time off on injury, but he's really going to go shoot Highlander.
Unless they say he's injured, cause
he's going to leave to go shoot Highlander. This has been and then Jacob came out in an interview talking about if he lost, he's going to force WWE to cut his contract. Like, he's quitting. Like, so he was. There was no way he was going to lose this match. So Jacob Fatu wins this match.
Jacob over Drew.
Everybody
go over on Drew. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Then we got the women's 4-way tag match. Bailey and Lyra versus Bree and Paige versus Nia and Lash versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa. I wanted to vomit. This match was terrible.
I don't have nothing to say about this match except Paige came back. It was nice to see Paige. I was happy to see Paige. I popped for Paige. Paige is a champion in WWE now. Tear the stars down out from the sky. That's it, yo. If Paige wasn't in this match, it would have been nothing to write home about.
Paige ain't doing a damn thing in WWE.
It was nice to see her.
It was nice to see her, but once again, these women they put on a lackluster show. This thing was terrible. Everybody keeps talking about how they got all the women's matches got little time, but when you're coming out with garbage like that, you're not helping your point.
You know why? Because they know that they're getting screwed over, and they was like, why?
You could put on the whole thing.
How many matches was it? 3-4 matches on the show, less than 20 minutes.
The whole thing behind this match was to showcase Paige coming back. So Paige was going to be the star of this match. So all the other women, I don't know what the hell happened. It's just the wrestling just looked off, and it looked terrible. I was just not a fan of this.
And then once Paige was interjected, then you knew that was going to win. So as from a fan, it just left me with nothing, because I already know that Paige is not going to come back to lose.
Yeah.
So, and the rumor that Bailey was mad about this match.
Yeah, Bailey stormed away from Lyra.
Yeah, she probably like
at the
this is
end of
some
the match.
bullshit.
Because I guess I think Bailey and Lyra were supposed to win. I'm not sure. I gotta go verify this, but it was almost like she thought they were going to win, then they changed it up on her. That's why when Paige came out, Bailey didn't look impressed. Like she did not look impressed, and she stormed off after. So yeah, this match was lackluster. Obviously, Brie and Paige ended up winning.
Alexa looked good. Like, I don't know, but there's not much going on in this match, y'all. So
yeah, this is terrible.
we're going to move on.
Yeah, women's IC title. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch.
I really enjoyed this match.
This was a good match. Yeah, very good match. AJ,
Yeah.
she still got it.
Becky,
I think she's
bring it when she wants to.
Yeah, I think AJ's going to leave. I don't think she came back to do a full time. I think just do a title run and then maybe dip out again.
I would like to see her get one of the world titles.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to. She might just be one of those become one of those attraction type of people where she just comes in every once in a while to do something. But Becky Lynch winning this match, very good. Yeah, they put on a nice showcase.
Where does Becky go from here?
They've taken Becky they just taken her. I guess she's going to have to go try to get back to the world title. I mean,
but she's the Intercontinental Champion.
I mean, she's an Intercontinental
so
Champion
yeah, like
now.
I'm saying, like where does she go immediately as the Intercontinental
There's
Champion?
nothing that she can really. Nowhere she can really go with it.
No programs she could work with.
I mean,
woman
she's already looked terrible against what's her name? God damn, Maxine Dupree. Lost to her, even though it's some shenanigans and some stupid. Still, that's an L on the record books. And yeah, I just
so wouldn't that make Maxine the number one contender?
No, I think Maxine has been demoted. I haven't seen no Maxine matches. I haven't seen anything involving Maxine. So maybe they are cutting back on Maxine. But I don't know what you could do with Becky because once again, Becky just meandering around with the IC title just doesn't look right. Like to me, I think she needs to be going towards the world.
That's
the
what
world
I think
title.
too.
So this right here is like a demotion title to me, especially for somebody of her caliber. I don't know. They just don't have no plans for her right now because it seemed like they just want Charlotte and Rhea to have those belts.
And the reason why I asked you that, the reason why we both alluded to, because AJ had a promo that said she's maybe done. She said, "See you later, maybe." So
yeah, I don't know. She might be out.
Becky picks up the win in the Women's Intercontinental title match. Her future with the title is uncertain. So next, we get what some people were going to say is the best wrestled match of the night. I do not agree. We got Gunther versus Seth Rollins.
This was the best wrestled match of the night. I mean, are you serious?
Oh, of night one, yes.
Yeah, I was going to, yes.
Of night one,
okay,
yes.
I was about to break down this match card for you again.
You're right. I'm sorry. I misspoke. Yes, certainly the best wrestled night one wrestled.
Gunther and Seth, especially Seth brought it. Once again, Seth can be annoying, and his character work a lot of times can get boring, and you can get bored of him.
What don't you like about Seth?
Seth can get tiring because sometimes it seems like Seth can just get repetitive, and he just or slacks off sometimes.
Right, you don't want to sing the song?
But you can't have the song before the song came out. People were then tired of Seth.
I know
the song rejuvenated like Seth.
But the song made him look cool.
The song became Seth. Huh? Yeah, it was just terrible. But like I said, Seth brought the pain, and when he wants to bring it, he can bring it. Gunther, great power guy. The only thing I don't like about Gunther is his character work. I don't think his mic skills are very good. It's just to me, I just think he's generic. He's just a generic guy.
Bland.
To me, he's an upper mid carder. I don't think should be in this world title picture.
He's a great worker.
Yes.
But very bland. So you take a great worker but they're bland. I don't like anything about Gunther, and right now, and I'm not even really liking his moveset. Well, that's why I said worker instead of he's a great technician or he's a great wrestler.
His matches are serviceable.
His matches are serviceable.
His skill set is serviceable.
Serviceable. So would you consider Kurt Angle serviceable or elite?
No, Kurt Angle's a different
exactly. But they're pushing Gunther as supposedly the best wrestler in WWE. That was his whole beef with Seth Rollins. They were fighting over who was the best wrestler. Gunther is terrible.
I thought there was his best wrestler between the two.
Yeah, but
best wrestler
between them two, but they're saying that both of them are saying that they're the best in the company.
Okay. Oh, okay. I did. Okay. All right.
Suplex, sleeper hold, power bomb.
Yeah.
That's Gunther's offense now. You are not the best wrestler in the company, let alone the world, with 3 to 4 to 5 moves. No, man.
You know what? And I agree. I totally agree
no
with
way,
you.
Jose.
I would never defend Gunther. All I'm trying to say is in this match, his style and Seth's style was was in sync and it looked great.
Yeah.
This match also had the return of Braun Breaker.
Excellent worker.
Braun came out and did a terrible spear.
Well, the first spear was better. The terrible spear was the second one.
No, it was to me. It was the first one when he came running out of the Okay, so I guess we have a difference of opinion. I think his first spear was terrible when he came running out and he hit Seth. Because who was the first person he speared? It was Seth, right? When he came running out.
Yeah, when he came running out.
Yeah, he clipped
Seth. Him. Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, it was a terrible spear. But yeah, this is the return of Braun Breaker. I don't see. To me, Braun Breaker is a mid-carder. I don't see why they keep putting him in these high elite world title type of feuds, but whatever. But as far as this match goes, Seth versus Gunther, I would give this like a 4 out of 5 match. It was very good, maybe 4.5 stars out of 5. Very good. Gunther ends up getting the win over Seth
with a sleeper hold.
And also, guys, we're going
sleeper
through this.
Hold.
We're going through this very fast because this card was going through very fast. Because hold on, let's keep going. Actually, let's keep going. Let's go to the next thing up was the women's world title match, Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Valkyrie.
Bittersweet for me because I wanted Liv Morgan to win the world title. I'm a Liv Morgan fan. Liv Morgan is my favorite female wrestler in WWE currently. So, of course, I wanted her to win. This match was terrible. And the only good thing about this match was it was short. So the terrible could be over. Stephanie is I know Liv isn't the best wrestler, but Stephanie is an amazing wrestler and Liv is serviceable. So they should have been able to have a better match. Apparently they're injured. The match was terrible.
The build up to this match was excellent. Great work. Great stuff. And once again, that was better than the product that we got in night one. This was terrible. They did not bring it. I don't know what the hell. I don't know if they both took some sleeping pills or something, but they just did. It just did.
I read somewhere that they're both injured.
Then that had to be it. Then don't put them on the show if they're both injured.
I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying that's what I read.
If that is true, because they looked, it just was not a good match. And you would think for the women's world title, you were supposed to come and bring your A game. Stephanie, yes, I think certain things of her, but she is a great wrestler. I have to give it to her. She has a great look. She's a great wrestler. Liv Morgan, her skills to me are serviceable. I don't think she's all that great, but she has a great look. She's, for some reason, like I said, in this match, these two just did not gel well in this match. And
6 minutes.
I do not think it was that great. But Liv gets the win. She is now the women's world title. And let's see where she goes from here.
I think she's going to run with it. Whatever injury is ailing her, maybe they could just do something where she don't wrestle, but she still holds the belt. We'll see.
Now, guys, if it seems like we're going through this really fast, that's because this show went through really fast. Because every match that we told you about, from the 6-man tag to Jacob Fatu versus Drew to the women's 4-way tag match, the women's IC title match, Gunther versus Seth, and the women's world title, all of these things got no build up. They got no vignette, and they got no open promo. They got no promo package.
And why is that sad, unfortunate for Liv versus Stephanie?
Because they had a great story, and you could have had an awesome. They had so much material there to make a great promo package for their match, and they just didn't even have the energy, the care to even put that together to build this matchup. This is your world women's tour. So what was the point of even doing that? Back in the day, they used to have these builds before every match.
Yeah.
They showed the weeks long you guys beating each other up, or cutting a promo on each other, and that was the build up. None of these matches got it. The only match that got it was the next up match, the world title match, Cody versus Randy. This is the only one that got that. That's crazy. That makes no sense.
The thing about this match and why this one rubbed me wrong, because I'm a traditionalist at my core. I've been watching wrestling for over 30 years. Cody is the WWE champion. Last time I checked, the name of this company is WWE. Last time I checked, that is the belt of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Bruno Sammartino, and Buddy Rogers. That is the WWE title, but he is not in the main event. Say what you want. He's in the main event of night one, but I know, fans know, everybody know that is not the main event of the show.
Yeah.
That don't sit well with me.
Yeah, and I guess they interchange once again, because you say Roman is a top guy and all this other stuff, CM Punk. They, even last year, was on night one of WrestleMania, while Cody had number 2. And so now they're doing the vice versa. So,
yeah, but
Roman
wasn't the champion, though.
Yeah, Roman, I don't know. Let's see how this goes for next year. Because Roman, I'm sure they're going to maybe have him hold the belt to maybe next WrestleMania. So, yeah, but like I said, this match was, to me, serviceable at best. This was not a banger. This was not a tear the house down type of match. It was serviceable. It
had its moments. Like I said, like I was telling you, it felt like it wanted to be a good match, but then just too much weird shenanigans and chicanery with Pat McAfee just took you right out of it.
Yeah, it was terrible. And then, like I said, a lot of stuff made no sense. Like, so I understand the RKO to the referee. I understand that because Randy had the blood in his eyes. Okay, well, it doesn't make sense if Cody is in front of him and all of a sudden somebody behind you and you give them the RKO thinking that's Cody. But yeah, so don't put too much logic into this. But he had the blood in his eyes. He gets the RKO to the referee. But then later on in the match gives a random out of the blue RKO to Pat McAfee for no reason. So there's like they'll do something. They're doing something. This first thing didn't make sense. But now the first RKO didn't make sense. And now this RKO doesn't make sense. So it's like, are you guys putting any type of thought into this stuff? Or are you just presenting this stuff and just hoping nobody notices?
We're not supposed to be putting any thought into it. That's what it is.
None of this stuff makes any sense.
Cody ended up winning.
Cody retains.
Cody is your WWE champion.
I said, wow.
I figured that.
Wow. I was like, okay. And Cody it looked like it was a couple cheers, but there was also maybe some booze in there.
Cody is QB1 right now. He's
Cody
the man. They got to do it.
So, yeah, but as far as this night one WrestleMania, this thing was terrible. This whole card was garbage.
Terrible.
Nothing impressive happened here. So hopefully night 2 it would be better. So we're going to have to do that night 2 review.
Hopefully,
bring you that one.
Hopefully night 2 is better. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. This has been the Tree of Woe Wrestling Podcast WrestleMania Night 1 review with the Black Patriot.
Hey, I'm Mark from MD, and check out the channel, Cut My Music Wrestling. Appreciate you.
Guys, thank you. Have a good one.